look for the weekend. So first things first, I'm gonna do some primer. I am doing the Hourglass Veil primer. It looks kind of scary right now because I'm nearing the end of what's left of this, so I'm really just like scooping it out with this. But this primer was so expensive, like I can't get myself to throw it away with like what's left in this. There's probably like $5 of product that's still in here, but normally it would just pump out nicely onto my face, but we're just trying to get the last of the product out of the bottle, so. I'm just patting this into my face here. Just blending it because I feel like it does give like a little bit of like a white cast to my face, so just trying to blend it out. Alright, primer is complete. And the sponge I did use, I want to say this is the Real Techniques Air Blend sponge. I used to use it for my foundation, but I just prefer like the traditional wet beauty blender instead to do my foundation. So for foundation, I'm doing the Uoma Beauty, the Say What foundation. I'm using my more expensive foundation because this actually went on sale recently, so I don't feel bad about using it. I'm just gonna tap this into my face here. Just get a little bit of coverage just because I do normally do a little bit of fake tan on my body, so that my face matches my body. I do use a foundation shade that is a little bit darker. Make sure I don't get this on my AirPod. So I do use a little bit of a foundation shade that is a little bit darker than my normal skin color, so don't come for me for that. So just make sure that this is in all parts of my skin and it's blend down onto my neck a little bit just so that everything matches. It's a little more seamless, but I think I got it all. But this foundation is one of my favorite foundations just because I do feel like it provides pretty full coverage just straight from the get-go. Like I just use 2 drops of this and I feel like I already have really good coverage on my face. So I would say that is sufficiently blended there. I'm now going to go in with setting powder. I'm going to be using the Laura Mercier powder. This powder is a little bit pricier, and I've been trying to get my hands on the jumbo sized one, like the value sized one, for a while. But I'm waiting for it to come back in stock at Ulta, so hopefully I can use my points on it. But I might just have to go buy it at Sephora or something like that, because this powder is definitely pricey, and I feel like my makeup might stay on my face better if I did use more powder than I do. But for now, I'm using I just do like a little, I flip the container over into the lid and whatever comes out is all that I use, which, you know, maybe that's not enough, maybe that's too much, I don't know, but I think it works fine enough for me. I'm gonna keep my powder out just because I am gonna do concealer today just to hide these bags a little bit. So I am using a Morphe concealer for under my eyes, and I'm not going to do like the full triangle because watch several videos on not doing the full triangle. I'm just going to do like the inner part and then just like right where my eye ends is the best description for that. And while that sets for a little bit, I'm going to be using my L'Oreal Infallible powder. I know, I'm like running out of this, but I love this so much. I have so many of these on hand. And I am going in with a Sigma Duo Fiber powder and blush brush. I didn't know this could be used for blush. Good to know. I recently bought a blush for the first time in my life, and I tried to use it yesterday, and I don't know if I did it right or if I just don't love the look. So I'm going to try it again today, but we'll see how it goes. So just putting this all over my face, blending it onto my neck a little bit here. that's good coverage. Now I'm going in with the KKW Beauty. This is like a dual-sided, oh my gosh, my hair looks crazy. I'm gonna go in with this dual-sided brush, so it has like a blending sponge on one side and like a firm brush on this side. So I'm going to wet the spongy side, and I'm gonna just blend my under eye here a little bit. I do like that this is dual-sided, just so I have the tools that I need all in one, and then I don't confuse it by just having a whole bunch of brushes and I don't remember what they're for. So I think that's sufficiently blended. Could be a little more blended, but that's okay. We're gonna cover it with powder. So I'm gonna go back in with my Laura Mercier powder just to set this a little bit with the other side of the KKW Beauty brush here, just so that we set it. I don't bake my under eye, which a lot of other people do. They just let the setting powder sit. I don't have the time or the patience for that, so we just set it here with a little bit of powder. All right, just get the T-zone with a little more powder too. Now I'm going to go in with, I'm gonna try to do blush again. We'll see how this goes. Wish me luck. Okay, so first I'm going to go in with bronzer. Oh goodness, and I am using the NARS one here. And I'm just gonna go underneath a little bit just to brighten this up, give my face a little more dimension. And I'm going in with an IT brush. I don't know which one this is, but it's probably one of the only fan brushes they have. I think this is supposed to be meant for highlighter, but I just like that it gives me like a softer bronzed look. All right, I'm going with that. And then I'm going to try to go in with my new NARS blush. This is probably not the shade for me, honestly, but it's like the only one that I know that's like a cult favorite. Like people just love this one. So I'm trying to just put it like on the high points of my cheeks here and just blend it back. I don't know if this is even doing anything for me. I can't tell. Like the mirror that I'm looking at to do my makeup in is so far away from me that like I can't really tell. Like this might actually look awful up close, but okay. I'm gonna call that good. I also realized that I use this brush for my setting powder, so I probably got like a little bit of blush and setting powder on my face combined, but that's all right. We're gonna move on. I'm now gonna go in with highlighter. Everything is falling here. But I'm gonna go in with a little bit of highlighter just like on the high points of my face. This is the Ofra highlighter. It is one of my favorite highlighters. I actually have used the whole thing and I'm actually like getting through using this one as well, which is so rare, I feel like, to completely use a beauty product, but I do really like this one and it does last a long time. I also wear it every day, so I guess I can see the blush a little bit. So I'm just kind of blending this on my face. I love this highlighter because it's so glowy. I'm gonna put a little bit on the tip of my nose. Realized I didn't cover my nose that well. Like there's still like a red spot of my normal skin color on there. So I'm gonna go back with a little bit of powder and fix that. Okay, well, that's as good as it's gonna get. My nose will just be a little bit red, so moving on. Now, I forgot to put on my lip plumper. This is the Too Faced Lip Injection Maximum Plump. I do like it just because it does bring like more blood to the surface of your lips, just so that like, I don't know, they're less dry even if it doesn't do anything else, so kind of nice. Okay. From here, I'm going to do, I think I'm going to try my new Tartelette eyeshadow palette that I got yesterday, and I tried to do a makeup look with it, but I don't know. I just like could not follow the pamphlet, so we're gonna try it again today and see how it goes. Hopefully better. If I could open it, that's the first step. So I do really like this palette because it's like a good blend of like more dramatic shades and like natural shades, and it's like a blend of like matte and shimmers. So I think I'm just gonna do like a basic eyeshadow look, so I'm gonna put on lashes too. I'm also going in with a little bit of eyeshadow primer just so that these colors stick to my eyes a little bit better. Although yesterday when I tried this palette, the colors were really pigmented in it, so it's not too big of a problem. But it'll just last a little longer, although like the day's almost over, honestly, so it doesn't need to last that long, but we're still going in with primer. Alright, I'm going to take, these are more Sigma brushes, pretty much all my brushes are Sigma. I'm going to go in with, I'm kind of afraid to go with this warmth color because I feel like this is so intense, so I think I'm just going to go for cashmere and just, because I could always put a darker color over a lighter color, and I don't want to just go straight in with like a dark color and it's terrible and I can't go back. I could go back, but I hate like trying to like remove makeup off my face that I've like put on it, because then I just feel like it messes up everything and there's just so many layers. Like I can't go back. Yeah, this is like pigmented enough. Like I just went in once with the color. I think I only went in once, maybe I went in twice, but it is already quite pigmented. Yeah, I must have gone in twice, but color's already so pigmented, so that's nice. Good bang for your buck. You don't want to just keep dipping your brush in to get more and more color payoff when you could just go in a few times and get that straight off the bat. I do really like Tarte eyeshadows. I never really started using them until recently. I was using like Morphe ones or Anastasia Beverly Hills, but the Tarte ones are quite good and they're also quite popular, and now I see why. So I'm just going all over my lid, or I guess just like the outer part, and then all over my lid with this color. I could go a little darker, but I'm going to do a little more dramatic corner, so I'm not going to do that. Alright, I think this is sufficiently built up here with the color. And then I am now going to go in with one of these darker shades. I think I'm going to go for Cozy. I know this is probably not like as glam as other people do, but like I'm nervous because yesterday I tried to use this palette and it went like kind of badly for me, so I'm just a little nervous. But I'm just gonna do the outer V here with this color and like a little bit onto the lid. Just blend this, keep it nice and blended. So I'm just kind of going in my crease and like a little on top of it as well, because I do not have a lot of eyelid space, but that's okay. Just blending that. I feel like it does add like a lot more depth and dimension to my eye just between these two already, so I like it. So just blending this into my outer corner and onto the lid a little bit as well. I definitely could have done something more dramatic, but I think this is fine, especially because I'm going to put on lashes. I think I'll probably do like a winged eyeliner with this too, because hey, why not? There we go. I like how I'm like, this eye looks great, and then I went back and touched it up, so a little bit more with the shadow here. I really like how this other eye looks, and I think I'm just piling on more color to this current eye, and I'm not sure if it's really getting me where I want to go, but that's all right. We're doing all right. It'll all be okay once lashes are on. No one's gonna know anything. All right, that's sufficient. I think this needs to be blended a little bit more. This is kind of a harsh line, but that's okay. I'll go back in with a little bit of this and just soften it a little bit. And back in here and just kind of soften it a little bit. Okay, that's good. Moving right along. I do want to go under my eye with the same color I just did the outer in, just so that we really have that more complete look. I feel like it really just makes it look more put together when it's got like the under color. But I do really like this palette. I don't know why I had such a hard time with it yesterday. I think because I was trying to follow instructions, and sometimes you just have to do your own thing. Sorry, my hair looks so crazy right now. Alright, now I'm going to go with the shimmer. I think I'm going to go in with maybe like a darker shimmer on the outside. I think I might try to go in with Sunset here. And then maybe do like a lighter shimmer towards the inside. Let me see what the heck I'm doing in this mirror. Sorry. There we go. I think that looks good. So I'm just placing this like in the middle of my eyelid here and just blending it a little bit with the outer V color that I have going. So that we kind of have some different shimmer shades here. So just popping that like on the middle, I guess this is like the middle half of my lid here. And I'm gonna go in with a lighter shimmer shade with Candle. I'm gonna just do the front like quarter and the inner corner with this lighter color, just so it doesn't look too crazy. So it just brightens it up a little bit also. I'm so bad at doing the inner corner on this eye that I'm doing here, but we move on. Okay. Looks decent. Just want it a little bit brighter. Just pack on a little bit more color. Okay. Fantastic. Shadow's done. Moving right along. I'm now going to go in for my eyeliner. I do have two different eyeliners that I use. So this one, the Wonder Wing. So this one helps me with my wing, and then I have my everyday one. So I'm gonna try to, I want to do this so that you can see it. Let me tip it this way so you can see what I'm doing in the mirror here. But basically I just stamp like the V part, and then I go in and fill it in. And then I guess you'll see in a second what I do. So right now I just have like the wing part done, and now I need to connect it. I'm just drawing in the rest of my eyeliner. Oh, this line's kind of thick, that's okay. So I'm just darkening up the wing and drawing in the rest of my eyeliner here. This eyeshadow actually has it's really good for fallout. Like there's actually not too much residual glitter on my face, which is nice. Okay, I don't love it, but that's okay. It looks fine. These don't really look that symmetrical, and I'm about to do too much by trying to make them symmetrical. Okay, it's not bad. I don't think that made it that much better, but that's all right. Moving on. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with a little bit of mascara, because I am going to put on lashes, so I'm not going to do too much mascara, just a smidge, just so that the lashes have something to stick to. So I'm gonna first go in with mascara primer. This is the Pacifica Vegan Collagen Lash Serum Plus Primer. I'm just gonna go in with this a couple of times. And a couple times on the other eye. Alright, that's sufficient because I will be putting lashes on top of this. And then I'm going in with the Urban Decay Perversion Mascara. Just gonna do a couple coats here, just enough that the lashes have something to adhere to, and make sure I have some lower lashes as well. Because I'm someone that really likes to have my lower lashes visible, so I just like that look. And this is one of my favorite mascaras for doing that, where it doesn't make them look too crazy to do a lower lash with, or, you know, it's not noticeable sometimes when you go in with a mascara, but this one, it definitely, I feel like it's a good blend of noticeable. I'm gonna go in and do the lower lashes. It's kind of scary because I'm so far away from my mirror, but I think I'm doing swell so far. I haven't gotten it on my face yet. Should probably just jinx myself, and I'm gonna get this all over my face. Okay, let me just check how this is looking in an actual mirror. Okay, looking pretty decent. Pretty decent here. Okay. Mascara is done, and while that dries, I'm going to do my brows, or like attempt to do something with them. So, just make some marks here for kind of where I want them. I really don't have much eyebrows, so I'm really just kind of making this up as I go. But I first go in with the Morphe pencil, and then I go in with a Morphe like gel. I know this is not like the most popular way to do your eyebrows anymore, but that's okay. I go through like one of these pencils like a month, so I used to use the more expensive Anastasia ones, but honestly it just got to be too pricey with like how often I needed to buy a new pencil. And this one's $6, so that I can afford to do monthly. Like the Anastasia pencils, there's like $22 each, and that I cannot necessarily afford to do monthly. I mean, I could. It's not that significant of a difference that I would feel that that's a justified expense, I guess. So I just draw in an outline for my brows, and I try to get them to look as similar as possible. And then I just touch them up as needed so that they look more similar. Because your eyebrows are supposed to be sisters and not twins, and as long as mine look remotely similar, I consider that a win. I used to have my eyebrows microbladed, and I was like, this will be perfect, so I don't have to do my eyebrows every day. But it just, honestly, like, I just have so little eyebrow that when they went into microblade them, like, there just wasn't, like, a lot, like, you know, if they didn't, like, fully draw in eyebrows for me, which they didn't really want to do, and I guess, you know, how much I paid them didn't cover them to do that, so it was just so light that I was like, well, I still like had to draw on my eyebrows every day, so that was not worth it for me. But it lasted for several years, and it was like a good guide at least, so that like when I drew in my brows, there was already kind of like a guide there. But I think these eyebrows look similar enough. I'll take it. I mean, they don't look great, but they look alright. Probably should have like combed them first, but that's okay. We're moving right along. No one's really gonna see this except for like the people at Target, so you know, all dressed up to go to Target. And then I'm going in with the Morphe gel here. Okay, I really like this eyebrow. I don't know what happened to the other one. I guess the first one just wasn't as good. That was just the sacrificial lamb. Just filling these in. I try to go like a little bit lighter at the front part of the brow just so it looks a little bit more natural. Even though this is not like a super natural look, I just feel like it looks more natural, less intense. Okay. That's sufficient. And then I'm gonna go in with the Anastasia. So this is actually a MAC brush. This is the MAC brow brush. And I'm gonna go in with the Anastasia brush because it's got the spoolie and just soften the front a little bit here just so that it, I really like this brow. This one needs help, but that's all right. Just soften up the front. And then I'm gonna go in with the NYX Control Freak eyebrow gel just to keep the little eyebrows that I have in place, and also just then hopefully the gel doesn't come off of my eyebrows. I am going to set my face now before I put on lashes. Goodness, I'm dropping everything, but I'm gonna set this with the Hourglass Veil setting spray. This setting spray is definitely pricey, not gonna lie, but it's lasted a really long time. Like, I've had this for a very long time and I have not run out yet, so that's a win. And I'm just fanning it to dry my face a little bit just so that hopefully everything stays on. And then I'm gonna go in with lashes. I use Tweezerman tweezers, just your standard ones with, I also feel like my hair's stuck in this, with like a standard Ardell, I think this is Ardell brand, it's the Duo Glue, I'm pretty sure it's by Ardell. And then, I guess I'm just gonna use my typical going out lashes. It's the Ardell Double Up Lashes, although there's like the double wispies packaging, but it's like the Ardell Double Up Lashes. I like them because they're dramatic, but I still feel like they look like kind of natural enough that it's not like, wow, your eyes look kind of crazy, because I don't know, I don't like that look where, I don't know, like I just don't like kind of like that spidery look, I guess. Like if you've seen someone's eyelashes, they look kind of spidery, like you know what I'm talking about, but I don't like that look. So I'm going to grab my lashes with my tweezers, and then I'm going to put a little bit of glue on them. I do use the dark eyelash glue just so that I feel like it blends better with my eyeliner and it's not as noticeable as the glue that dries like quote unquote clear. So I do reuse my lashes quite a bit also, because hey, why not? But I'm just blowing on them. Hello, commenter. I'm just blowing on them just to make them a little bit tacky here, so that they stick to my face hopefully easier. I'm gonna flip the camera this way just so that I can see what I am doing to my eyeballs. I'm doing well, how are you? I'm just gonna put this right on my lid and then try to get like the sides to stick. I don't know what the right word for that is. Like the front of the lash to stick to my skin as opposed to my eyelashes. Okay, it's not sticking, but we'll just re-stick ya. Okay, that looks sufficient. So I really feel like it makes a difference, like, cause you know, there's nothing wrong with my natural lashes, like there was nothing wrong with this look, but it just adds like a little something extra. Also feel like this is kind of that meme where it's like, seeing her online, seeing her in person. Oh, thank you. I'll look better when I have both of my lashes on. I feel like I look like a crazed person with just one. Although I think there's like a TikToker or like an Instagrammer that like they glue their lashes on like upside down, like purposely for just kind of like a funny look. So I don't know, maybe I could rock this. This could be my signature here. But just putting like a thin line of glue on, just like making the lashes tacky a little bit here just so that it'll stick to my eye better. Hopefully. I'm gonna go in and just stick it on, hopefully, and then just get the, I guess, the front and the back of the lash to stick to my skin as opposed to my eyelashes. Sometimes I'll put on eyelashes and like I'll miss or I'll like blink and the like lash glue will just like create like a random black line on my face, and that's just the worst because then I have to touch up my shadow and all that. Okay. Well, this is pretty much stuck on, so looking good. I feel like I wish there was like a better way so it was in like more flattering lighting, but this is the look. I'm gonna do a little bit of lipstick. I don't know if I have a lipstick in here that I want, but I am going to go in with, no, I do some gaming streams, some makeup, just shopping hauls. I just do all kinds of streams, I feel like, but my makeup streams do the best, so when I have the motivation to do my full makeup, I definitely stream it. So I'm just taking off the lip plumper that I have, and then I'm putting on the MAC Prep and Prime. If I wasn't about to go to Target, I'd probably do like a red lip, but I don't want that to smear all over the place. But just putting this on so that my lipstick doesn't smear too much, and then I'm going to go in with, I'm really liking the lip colors that I have here in front of me. Okay, we'll just go in with this one. It's the NYX lip lingerie. I'm sorry, this is like so like gross because all of my like makeup, like all the residue like drops into the drawer. But we'll put this on. I don't love the way it like dries down. I don't know, I glued my eyelids together. Okay. Let's see if I can do this from far away. I don't love this color, like full disclosure, but it's like a nice like nude. I don't do lip liner, that's a lot of work. But it does make a difference if you have the patience and the desire to do it. I just don't. Alright, just trying to make my lips look symmetrical here. Try to smile and like see if it like looks similar, which it does not, but that's okay. We're gonna fix that. Okay, that looks decent. Yeah, not bad. Let me try to like get this to like better lighting so that you can see. I think I am gonna like block this lip color a little bit just because I already don't like, I feel like it's gonna come off. So let me just blot the lip color a little bit. Otherwise it will smear all over everything I own and I will not be thrilled. Okay, I'm kind of taking it off a little bit, but that's okay. I'm gonna try to get like some better lighting so you can see the look. There we go. So just like nice little light glam for the weekend. I feel like this is my glam. Doesn't get much more glam than this, but I like it. Put on something nice now. But thanks for hanging out with me. Hopefully you like the look. I do.